I am pleased to be here tonight to tell you a little bit about myself and my experiences. But before I do that, I would like to thank our guest speaker, China Tolliver, for taking the time off and coming out here tonight, as well as our president of Cambridge and newly elected District 2 Supervisor of Sutter County, Dan Flores, and his wife, Tanya Flores. I would like to also thank my mom for being there for me through my journey while attending Cambridge Junior College. A little background on me. Growing up, I went down kind of a rough road that lasted into my 20s. Part of that rough road was school. I was picked on a lot for being very tall and for my red hair. Due to that, school was not something I enjoyed. I struggled a lot and eventually ended up quitting. I finally got my GED in 2002. I then put off furthering my education due to believing I couldn't do it, along with the fact that it always was too much money and too time-consuming. When I was about 28, I started to realize I needed to do something different other than work in fast food. I got all gung-ho about a couple different schools and career choices, but always ended up not going through with it. Right before Cambridge, I was working a part-time job as in-home support for adults with disabilities, as well as being a full-time mommy to a baby girl. I had finally found something Sorry, I'm having a really hard I had finally found something that I knew that I wanted to do when I grew up. I wanted to help people have a better quality of life. After Bailey's first birthday, it really sunk in that even though I loved my job, I could no longer live paycheck to paycheck and support her. I knew I needed a career. I didn't know where to start or what to do. I just knew I wanted to help people. I came to know about Cambridge Junior College because my best friend started to attend in the medical assisting program. I became increasingly interested in what all she was doing for homework and noticed myself really wanting to learn what she was learning. I wanted to learn all about the systems and their functions, about venipuncture and injections. I now had a thirst in the medical assisting field. I sat back and watched her for a few more months, and then I had this light bulb go off, that I would be a great MA, and it would give me the chance to help people and make a difference. I let go of all my reasons to not be in college, and the process went fast. I was in the office on a Friday taking the CPAT test and doing the paperwork, and I started on Monday morning. The school being local and the hours made it easier to make the commitment, but the biggest part was that I was ready and I finally had a goal. The experience I have gotten from Cambridge has been an amazing one. I started out being so nervous, but I came into school with an open mind, ready to learn, and learn I did. By the second mod, I was there by 7:30 a.m. in my seat with my book open. I would sit in class and soak in all the information I could that Rich was talking about. I challenged myself as well as sometimes challenging Rich. I set high standards for myself concerning my attendance and my grades, and I was able to meet those. I was so amazed by some of the things I was learning. I remember sitting there and thinking to myself, OMG, the human body is amazing. Going into externship was a whole new nervousness because now I would be working with real live patients, not my classmates or CPR dummies. In school, my instructor always said, your externship is an 150-hour interview. Well, I took that very seriously and I worked my externship like it was. My nervousness lasted one day, and that was that. I knew I had picked the perfect career for me. I came in every morning early and got to work as soon as I got in the door. I took notes and wasn't afraid to ask for help when I needed it. I showed my eagerness to learn it all and see it all. I got to be involved in several procedures, and I loved it. I worked at US HealthWorks, which for the most part is occupational health. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I have learned that I love it. I worked with some awesome people and I learned so much from them. They gave me great pointers and tips that will help me in my career. After finishing externship, I went fast to take tests for companies and to start job search. I was in the school every day, dressed to impress, and I sent out a couple resumes and applications a day. I wanted to keep my strive to succeed in full force, so I stayed on top of anything that Kendra sent my way and showed my willingness to go the distance. I took my CCMA 1 month after graduating and passed. I am currently working as the admissions representative for a wonderful company, Cambridge Junior College. I was offered the position on the spot by Raji because she has been watching me and saw my determination and my willingness to put forth all effort in my career. My inspirations to make it through school and in this career field are my kids, my mother, and my family. I want to make them proud, along with making myself proud. I have an excitement for learning now, and I believe that the staff and the school are to thank for that. I feel a purpose in life now, as well as contentment in the direction I am going. I have also gained some friendships that will last a lifetime. A year ago, if you had asked me to describe my life a year from now, I would not have said just graduated from medical assisting school and passed the state cert. I would not have imagined I would be working for the school or that my life would be on such a good path. I have come so far and it feels amazing. I recently heard a quote by Mother Teresa. Do ordinary things in extraordinary ways. Since I have heard that quote, it has stuck with me and I have chosen to make it the quote of my life. I want to make a difference and that is the best way to do it. I want to thank you all for coming and supporting us in our celebration of our accomplishment of being the graduating class of 2014.